Peace, y'all. It's your man Dave with my brother Quest, the man bringing you all things marriage, paying you huge dividends on your investment in time with us. We're talking about love, sex, having children, money, spirituality, life, communication, and anything else to help you thrive and win in your relationships. And guess what? This is grown folks' business. So get ready to make grown-up decisions. You know why? Because marriage ain't for suckers. That's the name of the program. Marriage ain't for suckers. All right, let's get into it. Hey, yo, Quest, it's time to give the people something, man. What we talking about today?
Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Quest. Welcome to another edition of the Marriage Ain't for Suckers podcast. I'm your host with the most, alongside my co-host, my brother from another mother, my man, my mellow, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and put your hands together for L. David Harris.
Okay. Hey, Quest.
Yo.
You be the only dude that gets me all the way up. Like, I don't be up, man. I'm not a up kind of guy, but somehow you have the button. Yeah. You got the button, Jay.
We, you know.
It's weird. Hey, Jay, it's weird. But you got it, son. I'm not going to front like you don't. You got it. Some kind of way you got it, bro.
If we fam, we fam. That's it. And because we've been fam for as long as we've been, I know exactly how to, you know what I'm saying?
Apparently so.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What up?
Happy Thursday to everybody. Shouts out to everybody listening. Those who are listening, LIVE.
Thank you. You got that. Thank you.
I remembered, you know what I'm saying? And those who possibly watch it or listen to it, whether you're watching it on YouTube or any of the other platforms, or you listening to it via podcast style on all your podcast platforms. Speaking of which, yeah, man, if you like what me and, you know what I'm saying, the Anomaly do on these podcasts, and do me a favor, please like, please share, please leave a comment, please leave a what do they call it, D, when you go and you leave on the podcast platform, when you go and
it's a review.
A review, yeah. Please,
yes, sir.
Leave us a review on a review on anyone. Mostly, I think we turn up the most, I think, on Apple Podcasts.
Apparently, yeah. Mm-hmm.
According to, yeah. So please leave us a review. We'd love to get it into more places and spaces. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, do that for us, man.
That's what's up. Yo, I got something to say, but I don't want to say it right now.
I got something I want to say too. I'll say it right now though.
Good.
Shouts out to Swagger Mom, you know what I'm saying, checking in, aka my big sis Candace, man. I called her.
You like texting her like a minute ago, wasn't it?
I was because we are all in, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to D. He's one of the coaches in our UOU mastermind. And if there was ever a challenging time that I was ever having with anything, my friend, now is the time. And I'm talking about I was ready to cuss.
AKA the most annoying coach. No, actually I'm not. I'm not the most annoying coach.
No, you're really not.
But I'm pushing for number one on that. But I forgot F in there. So
here's the funny thing,
I'm in
though.
a good spot.
I will say this for you.
Are you muted? Right? Are you muted?
Am I muted? Okay, how do I sound?
Yeah, your audio. Okay, keep going.
There's a delay. You sound like you in a what's the name, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, that was real weird. You just came back. But yeah, if I can speak for you, I don't think you're an annoying coach. I think that when people get pressed in ways they don't normally get pressed for the purposes of growth and success, that's when it becomes annoying. But I don't think you're an annoying coach.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But that's the only that I don't never look at it as annoyance. I look at it as frustrating sometimes because, but I can't say that I'm not appreciative of it, because
sweet.
The word teaches that, like, for real, when you're chastised by people, you're usually chastised by people who love you. Better the wounds of a friend than the kisses of an enemy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
I be gun shy because I know some stuff be triggering you when people talk to you, and I'm like, man, I can't be gun shy and be his bro at the same time.
You can't. And matter of fact, I'll receive it differently from you than I do from other people because I know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, shouts out to my big sis Candace because she was like, yeah, don't worry, I got you. I help you navigate through this thing. I was like,
that's
yeah.
good because I don't got you because I was like, no, I'm not filling that form out. I'm not filling that form. That's not having to do with that form. I don't have nothing to do with that form.
Yeah,
that's for you to fill out.
But you know what I'm saying? My sister from another mister jumped in and said, yup, I got you. Let's get it together. So tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, it's on and popping. She said
that made me extra happy, son. That made me extra happy. She was talking about the audio wasn't jacked up on your end. It was on my end.
Oh my, yep. But yeah, man, shouts out to her. Shouts out to everybody else who's listening today. Yeah, man. Things are lovely on this side as usual, man. It's a lot of change, man, and I think that's part of the reason too, D. We didn't talk about it earlier on, but there's a lot of change going on in my personal life right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bittersweet moments. And I just can feel, and sometimes, you know, when you feel like it's too much going on at one time, it can be a bit, I don't know for anybody else, but for me, it can be a bit much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I think it's for everybody else too. It's just some people be lying to themselves. Like, oh, it doesn't bother, and then they crash and burn. You're not about to do that.
No, I'm going to tell you where, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. There was one point where I would legit, because you know where we from. You don't really tell people too much of our business, but I've gotten old enough and a little bit more mature that sometimes when you need, you know what I'm saying, the closed mouths don't get fed on the boulevard. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like for real. I just think and I chalk it up to age. I just think differently. I just think we're in a season now. Like, yeah, I'm too old to be like holding and plus I don't live in the city like that. I'm not in the environment like that anymore.
Nah, we not.
You know
we not. Son, you got a vehicle. You live in a HOA environment. Like that's not how we grew up.
How we grew up, bro.
So yeah, you good, bro. You good.
Yeah. And so it's funny though how you can live in an environment for so long that long after you've left the environment, you still living like you live in the environment. You know what I mean?
That's why certain people can't approach me a certain way, because then I forget the environment I'm currently in and revert in a bad way.
You might.
Well, I am not pre-confessing to nothing, Quest.
Exactly, pre-confessing. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, well, the Lord was on your side.
Let's just keep smiling, keep shining.
Knowing you can always count on me. Because that's what friends are for.
Think I'm tiny on the screen. That's the best thing.
That's the thing. Yo, ain't that the joke? Every time you and I step into a place and they see us together, they're like, yo, I swear y'all were like 5'2" or 5 feet. You know what I'm saying? 5'5". That's
hey,
like,
Jay,
man, we look at you.
I'm working on my forearms.
I'm working on my forearms. People see us and they're like, yo, I had no idea y'all was like 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, goodness,
look, Candace,
man.
fact. You know what I'm saying? That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
That's
so
hilarious.
we in here, man. We in here.
Yeah, we in here, man. And I'll admit, man, sometimes, you know, I can get to the place where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who am I not to have to experience challenges in my life? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I get down to it, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you hear me beefing, I'm beefing because I'm frustrated, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to beef within reason. I'm glad that when I beef now, I'm not cussing and carrying on like in days past and talking to the top of my lungs. But
yeah, because I would have to close my ears and leave you to your own devices, because I cannot allow you to drag me back there.
Bruh, I used to get it and I use them there's certain words, like when I say them, it gives me great joy to deliver out, but I know they're wrong.
I am not going in there with you because I have a similar past. So I'm gonna just let that where that is. That's why
we don't have no business being hanging out with people who don't, you know what I'm saying? Like people from our past, I'm just like, I love y'all, but I can't stay in your presence for too long because you're gonna have me out here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Doing the do.
that's why I'm a deliberate jerk. Like
Yeah.
I do it quick. Like I do it quick.
I'm a
Like
deliberate jerk.
if somebody's trying to drag me back there, I cut them off quick. Like right in front of it. We're like, yo, and I'm out. Like, and I don't look back. And it's like, did he just like literally, situationally, like if it's right at this moment, like I will literally excuse myself and be like, yo, I'm not going there with you. Peace. And be out, bro. And I won't call back and be like, yo, what happened? No, sir. I ain't going back there, bro. No way.
No. But yeah, man, I'm glad. I'll tell you what, I'm glad. I know I don't say it a whole lot, but I definitely want you to hear it from my mouth because I believe in giving people flowers while they're still alive. I'm appreciative that you're my dude in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like
respect.
And I say that because friendship is friendship when people, not only during the good times, but when people can have the freedom to tell you like, yo, you got to do this. You got to do this. Because some people don't, when it get difficult, like they won't allow that to happen. And I'm on genuine. Yeah, I ain't got time for fraudulent relationships, bro. I just don't have time.
Fraudulent. And worse, you're such a, I don't know what the word is, but like you light up the place, right? Yeah. So it's more likely that people not going to say nothing to you.
Yeah, it's funny too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, that's so much dude over there. And I'm just like, he is, but he's a human dude. Like, he's a human dude. Like I am. I'm a human dude.
Yep. Yeah, man. So I'm thankful, bro. I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
Yeah, well, likewise.
For your brotherhood. I'm grateful for who you are in terms of my life with my wife, my children, the whole nine.
Yeah, keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Yep, keep the faith. What we getting into today, man?
We almost got it. I knew we almost did it. We almost did it. We almost did it. I was like, he almost did it.
Nope. I refuse to. Yep. Come on, man. Tell me what life is like on the island, man.
Well, it's nice. What can I say? Y'all so nice.
Yep, y'all so
nice.
It's
Jamaica. It's Jamaica, son. Like, y'all so nice.
Yeah, man. Life is life.
Yeah, life is life.
I said it for you. Life is life.
Yeah.
That's how it is on the island. It's funny, man. I know we're supposed to jump off into this topic, but Faith and I have been watching Jabril. Shouts out to Jabril from Passport Heavy, man. That's a dude. One day I'm putting it out there, D. One day I'm going to do something with that dude.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Let's say it's March 21, 2024, 6 minutes after the hour.
Yeah, I'm going to do
you
something.
Called it.
Yeah, with that dude. Because I just love the way he moved. Now, he's a little bit of a playboy, so I can't rock with him on that side of it. But the traveling, he's buying property right now in Belize. And so he's showing it on what's the name? You know, I love the tropics. Let's just keep it. Y'all so nice. Y'all is number one for me, but I don't know how I'm going to get Faith. The God of heaven is going to have to come down and touch her in order for us to live in JA. But she's feeling Belize a little something. You know what I'm saying? She's, well, how much of the plots? And we were in bed watching his
really.
Yeah,
really.
We were watching it the other night.
Really.
And so she was saying that. So yeah, man. Yeah, island life is nice. I don't care what nobody say.
You can chat. That's why I don't wear no socks.
That's it.
Yeah, and let's not get.
You know me. I might have to convert if I live laptops and flip flops. I will never be wearing socks. That's my MO.
Brother, I'm about to stop I'm about to stop doing work except talking to E on Tuesday.
Come on.
I'm back. So I remember when I first got here, I was at the beach every Tuesday. That's what we about to do April 1. That's it. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little phone call after I work out and talk to E on the phone, and it's beach day in the middle of the week. Let's go. That's what it is.
Bro, that's it, bro. I'm telling you, for those who don't know, ask somebody. Ask somebody.
Mm-hmm. Let's go get this, man, because we only have a few minutes. Yeah.
Yep, indeed. What we getting into today, man?
Cut your losses. And of course, I'm speaking about single people.
Hey, yo.
Single people.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. Hey, yo.
Single people, because I think some of y'all just waiting for somebody that's halfway influential to tell you to divorce somebody. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to people who are single right now. Okay,
I need you to
very
say that
clear.
one more time before we jump into the singles thing. 'Cause there's a couple of married folk out here, and what D just said a while ago is heavy. You waiting for somebody,
you just waiting for somebody to say
influential to tell you, to cut your loss. I'm not doing that.
It'd be like Dave said, get rid of you. I did not say that. I did not say that. If you're married, this is a different discussion, and I can't speak on it. If you're married and abused by your spouse, then cut your losses.
That's it.
But the rest of y'all, I can't speak to it right now because we're not speaking about that.
And I said the rest of you busters.
You can say that. I don't know if I can say that at this moment in time, sir. It's not. I ain't scared, but I'm not too sure how deep that goes. So I'm gonna just leave that. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that alone. But at this moment in time, I am referencing single people. Okay, so let's just go ahead and contextualize the thing and get in here.
Come on.
So when I was in university work, one of our student workers, she wasn't mine directly. Yeah. She was upset. Mr. Day, I don't remember what she used to call me, but Mr. whatever they called me. She was like, can I talk to you about something? I was like, sure. Yeah, so I step up into her office with the door open, of course. And that was a word for some of you people. Now you can add the word busters, bro. Go ahead and add that word. That's a word for some of you.
Some of you busters.
Yeah. I went into her office and then left the door open. Pause. And we had a little chat. And she was down. I was like, what's going on, so-and-so? And she said, my boyfriend, whatever.
David.
Yes?
Real quick. I love the way that you gave the detail that you left the door open. Let me just let y'all know David's brain is different, but let me not go off into a tangent. He just gave you the detail like, I went in there to talk to her and I left the door open.
Absolutely. Somebody came in my office some years ago, not too many, like few years ago. Like, can I close the door? I said, no. Yeah. Look at me, Quest.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Can I close the door? No.
No. Nope.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Yeah, I didn't smile. I didn't add a reason. I wasn't cordial. The minute this other chick was like, can I close the door? I said no. Look at me, Quest. Jay. Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
No?
Nope. Sit down, please. We ain't gonna have none of that in here. Yeah, open door. Thank you.
Yeah, if it's private, then maybe I don't need to be talking to you. Maybe you need to be talking to somebody else. If it's that private, you need to find somebody else to talk to about this. But anyway, back to those other years where I was not, okay? So I was just like, yeah. So I was like, okay, so what's going on? Fill in the blank your name.
Yeah.
And she told me whatever about her boyfriend or whatever. And then she didn't start to cry, but she was welling up. And I said, fill in the blank name with my tender voice. Sort of like Candace's voice.
Yeah.
Candace has one of the best voices. And so Candace style. I said, fill in the blank name. Are you really sad? She was like, yes. I said, oh, man. And she's like, that's my empathy voice. And she was like, yes. I said, okay. She wanted to know if she should get rid of the dude, like kick him to the curb. They're not married, bro. And the infraction was enough for me. And after with the tender voice, you crying about it. Yeah, so it's very difficult. I said, good. So you're already crying, right? Yes, it's so tough. I said, good. Invest your tears in getting over this dude.
My.
Get over him. Use those tears because you're already crying.
Yep.
You're already sad. You're already broken. Good. Not good. But what I'm saying is we're establishing the facts. All right. Now that we've established the facts that you're broken and this dude has done what I consider to be unpardonable, not unpardonable in terms of real forgiveness, because everybody can be forgiven, but you don't need to rock with this dude no more because you're not married to him. Right. So since you're already crying, use this time, like maximize them and get over him because you're going to be in this situation again. Because I promise you, there's certain stuff that dudes do not learn from.
Yeah.
There's certain behaviors that men, if we are with these infractions, very, very, very few dudes learn. So get over them and holler at them. Tell them I said it. I don't even really care. Like, I'm always on the woman's side until she proves that she's not trustworthy.
Well,
Like,
here's
peace.
let me say this, D. I know that you and I usually, when we do what we do, I mean, it's not news. We attract women more than we do men. Now, we have some partners in the game who attract more men than they do women. I'm cool with that. But I also realize that there's a two-way street, and I realized it because I was in that position, right? I was dating, and there was nothing in particular that would made this person untrustworthy. There was nothing wrong with their integrity or their character, but there were just some attributes of the relationship in connection with other family members. Like, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but as a grown individual, I don't necessarily know that I can not. Let me not say I don't necessarily know. I knew that as a grown
Just
individual,
be clear. That's right.
I can't.
No
do that.
is the answer.
I
We're not
can't do
doing
that.
that.
Right. And the funny thing is, like, I didn't see any shift away from it because, right, there are situations where people are so locked into what they're doing. Not that it has any integrity issues, not that it's the character problem or, they lie, but there's some things in terms of maneuvering and as who they are as an individual. Because here's the funny thing. We are not for everybody. And this is the reason why I'm so heavy on development and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be in terms of authenticity, in terms of character, in terms of integrity. Because once you get to that place and you know who you are and you're content in who you are, you come to the understanding that you're not for everybody. So who you're for, and who you're not for, you're not for. There's a difference between chemistry and compatibility. Sometimes you get connected to people that you have chemistry for who is not necessarily for you as an individual. And what some of us do is we mistake chemistry for compatibility, not realizing now that you bump into a couple of things, you get to see how each other starts to operate, how you interact with one another, and you're like, I don't like that. And if you do yourself the justice and take a little bit of time to think about, what does that look like 5 years from now? What does that look like 10 years from now? What does that look like when we move from dating to courting to married? What does that look like after we say I do? I can't do that.
Hey, what's it look like now from now? Because right now it's a problem and it ain't about to change.
But that's my thing though, D, because sometimes we have that mindset where we like, okay, I can deal with it now, but let's see. I think I might be able to shift this, it's the same thing happening over and over again. There's no chances. And while you sitting there contemplating on whether or not you can do this, precious time is going by. I'm talking about precious time that once it's spent, the time is just a commodity that once it's spent, you can't get it back. So you sitting there spending all of your good time trying to change and shift. No, if it don't work, it don't work. Cut your losses. And that, unfortunately, it was somebody that I was looking at for the purposes of marriage. But there was one or two things that I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, and we just need to be honest with ourselves. Like, real talk. Like, a lot of the people who listen and view what we do are either in business or want to be in business.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Quest, I'm that voice of I'm the whole poker voice. Mm-hmm. I'm the voice of reason. Yep. Because I'm an actual entrepreneur. Yep. When I say entrepreneur, I'm saying I have no backup plan. There's no other income around. It is you either create the money or it doesn't come. Full stop. Good. Very. Besides the fact that I was born wired this way on the cut your losses thing.
Yeah.
So my point is that there are some of you that are losing your shirts in business because you're really doing hobbies and you've not made any profit and you're still nursing this business that's really just a hobby and there's no improvement and you're losing your shirt.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Okay. And
No
so
doubt.
one of our sisters, who is a very, and I'm not going to call her name, Quest. So
Yes.
please don't help me here.
No. I won't.
This time.
I won't.
So one of our sisters is a multimillionaire,
Mhm.
and a cash multimillionaire with the businesses the business singular that she's in. Okay.
Mhm.
And so good. One of the locations that's attached, that's a part of her, that's her business,
Mhm.
right? She had been dragging that thing through the mud, hundreds of thousands of real dollars,
Yep.
not OPM.
Yep.
You feel me? Not the line of credit,
Yep.
real money.
Yep.
You dig? And
Yep.
and one day we were on the phone. She called me. No, I called her because I was impressed. I was just like, I called her. I was saying, "What's up?"
Yep.
And then we had this conversation. And bottom line, it was like a cut your losses conversation.
Absolutely.
Do you think it felt good for me to talk to a successful cash business person and say, that right there ain't about to work. You got to cut it off. And who am I? I've never even been there to see, but I had enough information and impression from God. I was like, this got to get cut. This got to get cut off.
Well, you and I know, based upon one story, and then I know that there are multiple stories in the Bible that we can probably pull from, right? But when the fig tree, when Christ passed the fig tree, it was in season, the leaves were there, but it had no fruit. Why am I coming to you to get fruit in the season that you should have it, and you don't have it? And what did he do? Cut it off. It wasn't producing. And so the principle is definitely there for a number of our lives that, like, for real, some of us are trying to get fruit from something that's not producing fruit and has no intention of producing fruit. And then when you jump into the situation, quote unquote, the relationship that you know you should cut off, and then you get what you get, you mad at the world. But why are you mad at the world when you had the opportunity to cut it off and you didn't?
That's my point, man. Another young woman, in Trenchtown, she was telling me, she said, Uncle David, can I talk to you? Of course. Come talk to me. And she was saying that there was a dude on Instagram. I'm like, this is already going wrong. But this dude, like, her mom is my baby sis. But this young woman is grown enough to be married now. So her mom is my baby sis as far as I'm concerned, right? So good. But she was like, yeah, Uncle David, this dude is reaching out to me on Instagram, and it just makes me feel so good. I said, really? Well, what makes it feel good? And she told me the stuff that made her feel good. It wasn't really inappropriate yet, but I already know, son. I already know where this is going. But anyway, I'll let him live, but not really. And so she's telling me and I said, so he's showing that he's attracted to you? She said, yes. I said, so? Bro, I be straight disrespecting dudes, brother. I promise you. She was like, yes, it makes me feel this way, and he's interested in me. I said, what makes you think he's interested? Because of some stuff that he typed to her. I said, listen to me, little girl. Listen to me clearly. I know your mother and I know your grandmother. Listen to me clearly.
Not 3 generations.
Oh, yes.
I know your mama and your grandma.
Listen to me. And then the mom, I'm trying to say it so it's not sounding disrespectful, but the mom liked to hear the sweet nothings too. Ooh. She has multiple daddies, unfortunately. There's no diss. That's my people's. And the pathway in for her for the last 20 some years has been the same.
You're saying this thing is generational now?
Yes, sir. And so what I'm saying to the younger one now, who's grown enough to be married, she could be married, is I said, listen to me. I know your mother and I know your grandmother.
Yeah.
These dude that's in your DMs, so what? A dude being attracted to a woman is natural. That ain't nothing. Like, him showing you that he's attracted to you means literally nothing. And then we went through the thing. I don't want to drag through the story, but what I'm saying is, I beg her to cut her losses with that too.
Yeah.
Because there were some other things. And I was just like, hold it. If a dude is showing you interest, that's a good start, I guess. But we're wired to show some interest.
Yep.
What he needs to show you is some principle. What he needs to show is some genuine intention. to move to a respectable space for a grown woman.
Yes, sir.
Not to show you interest, not to give you compliments only. The dude is in your DMs. That's my first problem. That's my first problem. Like, you can start a conversation in your DMs, but that can't be the nature of your relationship.
Absolutely. It has to move to some level of action. Like,
and
can we meet at a coffee shop?
He's on some sexting stuff. I'm like, get rid of that dude. He ain't nobody, man. And tell him I said it. Like, I'm not joking, bro. Everybody I tell him I said it. I think I done start smoke with a bunch of strangers over that. But tell him I said it. Like, if you don't have the nerve to say it, if you don't have the drive, be like, my big bro, my uncle, my friend, my baby bro. Like, I do it for big people too. Like, if you're my big sis, tell him I said it too. If you're my big bro and the woman doesn't, I can't say tell him I said it because that's kind of disrespectful on my end. But be like, yo, my brother was like, yo, this is not going to work out. And I don't know, maybe I should be saying it myself, but he told me to get rid of you. Like, I don't care, bro, because I would rather save you from a train wreck of a marriage and all of the stuff that comes as a result.
Yep. It's funny, David, and I think that's one of the things that keeps us in business is the fact that people won't heed that kind of advice because you love the feeling of chemistry, but you hate the work of compatibility. And compatibility is what you really want, right? Because you want it to last long. There are moments in the beginning of me and Faith's marriage, like for real. First of all, they weren't even problems to me because I felt like I was married to somebody who was, that divorce felt like it was 12 years long, bro. And not to put any blame on her or throw her under the bus. I was just a different dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was not the version of Quest that I am right now that allows me to make decisions like what I had to make and say, I can't do that.
It's just not going to work. It's not going to work out.
It's not going to work. As much as I wanted it to, as much as we want it to work, because I'm not going to lie to you, D, I wanted it to work.
That's obvious. You had plans for it to work longer term.
Plans, bro. But there are just some things that you like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, there were a couple of other relationships that I had been in that I was just like, we can't do this. And simply because, like, for real, you're growing and becoming a newer every day, no matter what. Even today, where me and you were having some discussions and I'm going through my go-through, right? And I'm like, I realized that I can quarrel. I don't want to say it, but Mitch, I'll say Mitch. We can Mitch and moan, right? If that's a word, we can Mitch and moan.
You still have to repent because you just said it in your brain. You have to repent.
I did say it in my brain. I repent, but that's exactly what I'm saying. And like, we can moan, we can carry on, we can do all of these different things. But at the end of the day, I think shouts out to Rolando Roman because he spoke to it last night. He said we need to shift from the place of our emotions where you can get to a place like, okay, good. Now that we've gotten through the hissy fit, now that let's push that to the side now and make a conscious decision about what we're going to do about this. And to be able to switch from your limbic system to your frontal lobe is a clear indication of growth. And that's how we need to move, to be able to just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going, shouts out to my big sis again, because she's coming to the rescue tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But indeed, like, that's the whole thing, to be able to make that decision. Because if you don't, and you entertain the idea of chemistry, where was it that I saw this week? Shouts out to John Maxwell. John Maxwell said there are some of us who are proactive in making moves, and then there are some of us who make moves because we have to now.
Yeah, I would prefer to make moves based on wisdom and forethought than have to react. I said prefer. I mean, we'll do it. We have to, but I do have a preference.
Because some don't do it until they get punched in the mouth. Now you want to make a move. You had the opportunity to.
Listen, Candace was like, chemistry, because you want to talk about chemistry, will blow up, quote, in your face if you don't mix it right. Let me tell you a quick thing while we wrap this quest. Listen.
That's a teacher talking too, bro.
Listen to me, no man. when I was at one of my 4 high schools, it was the one I graduated from finally, out in the
Yeah.
bush, out in the sticks in Pennsylvania,
Yes.
right? So we were in chemistry class, and we really were outside doing an I don't know if it's an experiment or a demonstration, Candace, but I remember the teacher putting this white substance that looked like tofu with, like raw tofu, a block of raw tofu with soy sauce on it. That's what it looked like to me. So there was like a Cool Whip, one of those Cool Whip plastic containers, right?
Yes.
So he puts this block of whatever it was. I can't recall what the chemistry of it was, but it was sodium something, I think. He puts it in the Cool Whip container, tells us to clear out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the field. Homeboy pours water in there, bruh. I said water, H2O, into the container with this block of white, whatever it was. Brother, when he poured water on this stuff, it burst into flames and then exploded, bruh.
That's crazy.
I was like, wait a minute. Now.
Water? Water's
like, wait a
supposed
minute.
to
I
put
was
fires
like,
out, bro.
I was
Not
like,
start them, B.
Son, the chemical reaction with this white block or whatever and H2O, it burned, it turned into fire. It caught on fire, and I'm talking about it blazed, like whoosh, blaze fire, and then boom, blew up, bro.
Pause, bro. Water's supposed to put fire out.
Well, that's because you don't understand chemistry.
That's
apparently, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
So sometimes if sometimes y'all put stuff in your mouth thinking it's food. Sometimes y'all put people in your mouth because you think they're tasty.
Pause.
I'm just saying, can we say that? We grown.
Pause.
And then it catches on fire and it nearly blows your face off.
Blows your face clean off.
Because you were confused about the chemistry.
Yep.
Nikki Brown. Oh. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That's our sis, man. From back in the day.
Back.
Yo, she called you. What in the world? That's when you know it's back in the day.
Back. Yeah, we went to Hanson Place together.
Oh, and then she came to Queens too, because that's when we went to school together. So both of y'all came to Queens. Okay, I got it. Yeah, what's up? Shout to the people in Guyana.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout to the Guyanese crew.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, but that's my point though. Like, we mix up the chemistry and then it blows up in our faces, literally. So what I want to say as we let this thing rest is cut your losses.
That's why you got to take time when you're doing the relationship thing. Too many people go heartstrong before you go headstrong. Go headstrong first. See what's what. If this is something that, like, for real, let's take our time, because once your heart is in, your heart is in, and it's hard to remove your heart. Males have a better a chance at doing that. I'm being very careful, Deep. I'm just saying that because our emotional, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's not as advanced as women's, emotional makeup is. We're not as advanced. We don't. So when it comes to time to cut, cut and move, it's easier for us to do that. And I've seen tons of women say, like, yo, why are men like that? Like, why are they like that? But this is the reason why I'm saying, ladies, take your time. Is he worthy of your time? Is he worthy? Like, what is he, like, for real? What kind of actions is he showing you? Let's go out for coffee. Let's go out for, you know what I'm saying? And I love the idea of the coffee shop, because you have to remove this. You can't hide behind your money. You can't hide behind no device. You actually have to sit and have a conversation.
You mean you have to have a conversation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because if the two of you go to a coffee shop and you both looking into your phones, that already tells you.
Son, I was actually, when our current went out, and I know I said we we chilling. We about to be done. But when my current went out, brother, I went to Cannonball, one of the coffee shops here, and it was doing my work, and I was facing perpendicular, like facing like a couple, and they were Essie, bro. Like they look good, right? The dude and they
Essie.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. I do that probably because Josiah be around, and I just turned it into a thing.
Yes.
But yeah, and I looked at them not talk 45 minutes, bro. 45 minutes not saying a thing, son. And I'm like, what in the world? It was distracting. And I was like, do y'all know each other? Like, what in the world? Anyway, I'm not gonna get off into that, man, because I gotta push. But we gonna go ahead and do what we gotta do, man. And yeah,
Just
like
know to
Jess
cut them
said,
off,
everybody cannot go.
That's it.
Everybody cannot go.
That's it.
Yeah.
Your time is crucial. You don't get it back. If it's not working,
let him go. And tell him I said it. I keep telling y'all. Tell him I said it. I ain't scared. Peace.
I ain't scared either. Y'all stay focused, man.
There you have it, y'all. I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. Marriage is about mutual love and mutual respect, and it works for those willing to make it work. Real talk, our spouses are treasured jewels given to us to make life better. And the sooner we learn to value one another will be the sooner we become the absolute best versions of ourselves we can be. Until next time, peace.